When you are entering into Australia, you will need to complete an incoming passenger card, which includes all the information regarding your trip to Australia and other custom declarations. So here is a step-by-step guide on how to complete your incoming passenger card in Australia. Now this incoming passenger card has two sides. On the front page, you will need to provide some basic information and sign the declaration form. On the back side of the page, you will need to complete some information regarding your trip and your contact information. And you will need to complete this form using black or blue pen only. So on the front page, you'll see it starts off with your family name or the surname. So you'll need to provide your family name and surname as it appears in your passport. If your name is longer than the boxes provided there, you can leave the last letter that do not fit in the box. The next thing is given name. So here you will need to write your first name or given name as in your passport. If you have a middle name, you can also include that here. The next thing is passport number. So provide your passport number. Then the flight number or the name of the ship. You'll need to enter the flight number that appears on your boarding pass or the ship that you have taken to arrive in Australia. Intended address in Australia is the next. Where you plan to stay during your visit in Australia. The next thing is a question. Do you intend to live in Australia for the next 12 months? Now if you are planning to study in Australia for more than 12 months, then you will need to select yes. If not, then no. Then the health declaration. If you're not an Australian citizen, do you have a tuberculosis? You'll have to select yes or no. Do you have any criminal convictions? You have to select yes or no as well, based on your situation. Now, custom declaration section. About what are you bringing, what are you not bringing in Australia. So there are 11 questions that you need to answer. So first question is about, are you bringing anything that's prohibited in Australia, such as medicines, steroids, illegal pornography, weapons or illicit drugs? Are you bringing more than 2.25 liters of alcohol or 25 cigarettes or 25 grams of tobacco products? And again, you have to select yes or no based on the situation. Are you bringing in any goods obtained overseas or purchased duty or tax-free in Australia with combined total of more than $900? That includes gifts. Are you bringing any goods or samples for business or commercial purposes? You'll have to select yes or no. If you are bringing more than $10,000 in Australia, you will need to select yes. And the next question is about the food items. Are you bringing any meat, poultry, fish, seafood, eggs, dairy, fruit or vegetables? If you are bringing any food item, it's a good idea to select yes, even if it's a processed food. Are you bringing any grains, seeds, bulbs, straws, nuts, plants or parts of plants, or traditional medicines or herbs, or wooden articles? And again, it's better to declare if you don't want to get into any trouble. Are you bringing any animals, parts of animals, animal products, including equipment, pet food, eggs, biologicals, specimens, birds, fish, insects, shells, bee products? Select yes or no based on your situation. Or soil, items with the soil attached or used in freshwater areas. For example, any sports, recreational equipment or shoes. Have you been in contact with the farm animals, wilderness areas or freshwater stream lakes in the last 30 days? Or if you were in Africa, South Central America or the Caribbean in the past 6 days? And then sign the declaration form. Now this is a legal document. So when signing this document, it is important to understand that there are penalties if you lie in this document. On the back side of your incoming passenger card, you'll need to provide some information like your contact details, so your phone number, your email address, or if you have the address where you're intending to stay. Emergency contact details of any family or friend. Other information section. In which country did you board this flight or ship? You will need to provide the name of the country where you boarded the flight. What is your usual occupation? Good idea to select student in here. Nationality as shown on your passport. So you need to write down your nationality or citizenship as it appears on your passport. Then you write down your date of birth with the day, month and the year, and the purpose of your visit. There are 3 options over there. If you are planning to study in Australia, you will need to select option B, a visitor or temporary entrant. And then you need to provide your intended length of your stay in Australia, for how many months or year, depending upon your student visa, your country of your residence, which will be your home country, and your main reason of travel, which is going to be number 5, education. And once you complete this form, you need to provide this document to the immigration officers. If you're not sure what to bring and what not to bring in Australia, we got a whole video on that. Check the link in the description below. And that's it. That's how you complete your incoming passenger card. Hope you find this guide useful. See you in the next one.